before I address all of you. And so I'm going to say a few words because I want you to know that I did hear you. I heard you throughout this trial. I heard you today. And the message that I'm going to send today, I hope will bring you peace. I hope will bring you some healing. And I hope will allow you to move forward and move on.
Right away, the judge sets the tone. This isn't just a sentencing hearing. It's an attempt to restore dignity. That's rare courtroom language. And it signals this decision is about more than punishment. It's about closure. Do you think courts should focus more on healing for victims and families?
I was specifically struck by your mother's words, Karina, when she said that she was going to take back her life today. And I hope that you all, when you leave here, can take back your life. When you speak it, you can speak it into existence. You can take back your power. You can take back your shame. Because none of you should feel ashamed for anything that was done to you. No one is able to conceptualize, least of all me, the irreparable harm that Mr. Chasen has done to you all.
Listen to that distinction. Refusing labels like victims or even survivors reframes the people in this room as individuals, not just what happened to them. Powerful wording. And in a case like this, words matter almost as much as a sentence.
And I am not going to refer to you as victims. I am not going to refer to you as survivors, because to do so puts you in a box and doesn't allow you to do what you want to do, which is to take back your life. So I am going to refer to you as brave women and brave men. I'm specifically struck, Mr. Amaya, you were here every single day of this trial. Not just when your wife was testifying, but you were here the entirety of the trial, standing by everybody and being supportive. And that is amazing when I know how much you must be hurting for the people that are around you. So thank you for that. I'm sure that they thank you as well. It strikes me
that statement cuts straight to the core of the prosecution's case. Abuse of trust, manipulation, and exploitation. When authority or spirituality is used as a weapon, juries and judges often treat it as especially aggravating. This is where the emotional weight of the case meets the legal consequences.
Mr. Chasen Horse, that you can stand here and say that you are not guilty of these crimes. That your attorney can say that there were no pictures of bruises.
And here it comes, the sentencing phase. Life with the possibility of parole sounds straightforward, but the minimum years before eligibility are critical. This is the moment where numbers on paper become decades in reality.
I remember seeing them. There were pictures of bruises. There were pictures of Karina having bruises on her body. You preyed on these women's trusts and their spirituality, and you manipulated them for your own personal gratification. And this court is going to make sure that you never have the opportunity to do that again. By virtue of the verdict of the jury and in accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, the court does now sentence you on count 1 to a period of time of a minimum of life with the possibility of parole, with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years has been served.
Notice what the judge emphasizes here. Each person gets recognized through separate counts and separate sentences. That's significant. It sends a message that every allegation proven in court represents an individual life impacted, not just one combined case file.
On count 2, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served to run consecutive to count 1, or concurrent, Count 3, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served to run concurrent to count 1. Count 5, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served, concurrent to count 1. Do I need to break, let me just ask this, can I do 6, 7, and 8? They're all going to be the same?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Counts 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12 will all be 25, life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served to run concurrent to count 1. I agree with the state that it is very important that each one of the women who spoke here today have their own sentence. For that reason, all of the counts that were related, 1, 2, 3.
There's a headline figure, 37 years to life. In practical terms, that means a defendant faces a sentence that could keep him incarcerated for the rest of his life. After all the testimony, all the evidence, and all the emotion in this courtroom, this is the final reckoning.
5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12 related to Karina Leon LaCroix. And that is why I am doing the life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 25 years have been served on that count to run concurrent with count 1. Count 9, confinement in the Clark County Detention Center for 364 days to run concurrent to count 1. Those are all of the counts that relate to Ms. Leon LaCroix. Count 18 relates to Ms. DeGay. That will be confinement in the Nevada Department of Corrections for life with the possibility of parole with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 10 years has been served to run consecutive to count 1. Count 20 is the count that relates to Sierra Chasing Horse, or Sienna Chasing Horse. And that will be a minimum of 24 months, a maximum term of 72 months to run consecutive to count 1. The aggregate sentence in this case is 37 years to life.
Thank you, Your Honor.
With 1,157 days credit for time already served is what I have for service.
We're showing 1,183 days, ma'am?
No, it's in there. That was from the 1st of April. The actual number is 1,187.
1,187.
No, sorry, 84.
84. Okay, so you guys were off by 1.
Yes, sir.
1,184 days credit for time served. Because these are category, I just am giving this explanation to the people that are in the jury in the room, because these are category A and category B felonies other than the gross misdemeanor. That time will come off of the back end of the sentence, not off of the front end of the sentence. That concludes these proceedings. We are adjourned.
Judge, I apologize. Is this court ordering Mr. Chasing Horse to register as a sex offender?
Oh, yes.
Left in supervision?
He will need to register as a sex offender.
And can we put on a court date for later in this week for me to file a motion of withdrawal for appointment of appellate counsel and get the notice of appeal on file?
Yes. Do we want later this week or do we want
No, we've already drafted everything. It's just a matter of plugging in and filing.
Okay.
The state's preference, Your Honor, would be sometime next week.
Let's do next week.
All right, we'll follow up
The
tomorrow.
4th and the 6th.
What's that?
4th would work.
The 4th?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
April 4th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for
May.
May.
May 4th at 9:30.
It's the end of the month.
We are now
It
adjourned.
is.
Thank you.
I'll direct you, Judge.
For purposes of, Ms. Murphy, I know you gave me a sideways look as far as her name goes.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the writ that came down, the court felt that it was appropriate and we got it cleared with her, so that's the reason.
Got it. Okay, thank you so much.
very happy birthday.
Is that? Oh,